October 29th, and the major announcement out of the Fed directly impacting millions upon millions of Americans, as this is a highly anticipated announcement and it'll directly impact the money, the finances, the benefits, and the checks of a huge percentage of our population. So I want to share with you exactly what they're talking about, what we can anticipate, and what this announcement really is, and why we want to watch this one so incredibly closely right now, especially with the end of the year coming up here. They may be making a pretty big move, and it's going to impact all of our finances in a pretty big way. Now, as long as we're talking about finances, I would love to give a quick shout out to Mary Von Hansen as well as Charles Pinnings, both of which reached out down below in the comment section because they took advantage of annual enrollment right now. They called that phone number right there to get some help with their Medicare plans, both of which getting better plans, better coverages, a better fit for their personal situation, and saving a bunch of money, because this is totally free to get a free review of their Medicare plans. Both of them calling, along with well over 4,000 of you here in this community that have called them to get a free review of your Medicare plan. Again, now during annual enrollment, which is a relatively short amount of time. Please take advantage of that. If you are enrolled in Medicare, you need to be making that phone call. Again, get a free review of your plan. They have access to over 20,000 plans. They will find you better plans, better coverages, better fit, and potentially even a lot of money savings, as the average senior is saving $1,100 by calling them right there with that phone number. That's the average savings, by the way. $1,100. I've seen significantly more than that coming in, and I've also seen less than that, but that is the average. Absolutely incredible. By the way, after you call and you talk to them to get a quick review of your Medicare plan and to see what other options you have, to see if you can get a better plan, better fit, better coverages, and save money and better benefits, by the way, after you talk to them, leave me a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment, and I'd love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video, just like Mary Von Hansen and Charles Pinnings here in this video. By the way, thank you to the both of you. Really appreciate it. And let's talk about October 29th. Okay, October 29th. This is the date in which the Federal Reserve, I was going to say the Fed, that's why I said Federal, sorry about that. I was going to say Fed. Anyway, this is the date in which the Federal Reserve will be coming out with their next meeting. Now, they had their last meeting in the middle of September. Big stuff, okay? Now, here's why this next report here, or this next announcement, is so vitally important. This will be the last meeting that they have, an announcement on interest rates, prior to the holiday shopping season, when everybody is geared up with their credit cards and they're going to go out and do some shopping, right? Now, why do I make fun of that? Well, because nobody has any money right now, and people are just looking for a way that they can float balances on credit cards and spend a bunch of money that we probably shouldn't really be spending right now because nobody has any, and put it on credit cards. Well, here's the deal with that. I'm guilty of this just as much as everybody else is. Floating balances on credit cards right now, I'm not a fan. Have been for years. Been doing this, floating balances on credit cards. It's not fun. I'm going to tell you that much. Paying 21, 22, 22.5% interest on a credit card is not fun. Been doing this for a few years, and that's rough. Now, here's the deal. This is the meeting that the Federal Reserve, again, will be having prior to the shopping season, okay? Obviously, that starts here in, like, the end of November-ish, but, you know, some things are starting to happen now. Their next meeting is going to be in kind of the middle-ish of December. So by that time, a lot of people will kind of be done with all this kind of shopping business, or at least a lot of it underway. But again, that's not the whole deal behind this. But the anticipation now is that the Federal Reserve will come in and cut interest rates, because now is like time is of the essence, right? When interest rates come down, it gives us, the consumer, more confidence to go out there and spend more. That's what they want, remember? They want us to spend, because when we spend money, we stimulate the economy, and that's literally what they want. Now, obviously, the president has made it very clear for a lot of months now that he's not exactly too pleased with the decisions out of the Federal Reserve, with the policies out of the Federal Reserve, with the actions or inactions out of the Federal Reserve. The president has made this very, very clear for a long time, that he wants them to cut interest rates aggressively, like very, very aggressively, bring interest rates basically down to nothing is where he wants them to be, right? So this may be one of those situations where maybe we actually do see more of an aggressive cut than what we actually typically would see, just simply because it'll give people that extra little bit of confidence that, hey, interest rates came down, and now this is kind of my license to spend for the holiday season, and exactly what they want us to do, right? Regardless of what happens here, holiday season shopping aside, who cares about that, right? All of that aside, bringing interest rates down would save all of us a lot of money in a lot of ways. Reason being is, well, do you have any kind of loans or debts or anything that you're paying interest on, right? Again, like I said, I do. Credit cards, not a fan. 21, 22% interest, whatever it is. It changes all the time, but it would bring interest rates down on credit cards and loans and anything, adjustable rate mortgages. It doesn't matter. If you're getting any type of financing or paying any interest on debts right now, those interest rates would be coming down, which would be very good for the vast majority of the population who's racking up a ton of debt right now. Have you seen the numbers? Have you heard me talking about this lately? We're racking up so much debt right now. It's honestly kind of scary, right? And that's what people keep talking about, is this debt situation. It's not sustainable, and that's what they're talking about, and why they're saying we're going to see this huge crash in the economy. Well, only time's going to tell, right? Anyway, just want to bring this to your attention. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but let's just see what happens here. I'll keep you posted as we get more information, but obviously it'd be really good if they do bring interest rates down. Okay? Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Now again, if you have not done so, we are here now in annual enrollment. Please take advantage of this phone number, just like Mary and Charles did, that I gave a shout out to. Obviously, they're two of over 4,000 people here in this community that have already called them. It's annual enrollment. This time frame does not last very long. It's only about a 7-week window, October 15th until December 7th, then it ends. We're locked in again. You got about a 7-week window to shop plans, to review plans, to get a new plan, whatever it is, if you're on Medicare. Okay, this is open for everybody on Medicare. So if you're on Medicare, if you're one of the 70 million people that's currently on Medicare, or if you are becoming eligible, as in you're enrolling, your initial enrollment, that by far is your best resource for the initial enrollment as well as current Medicare beneficiaries. Like I said, they have access to over 20,000 plans. They will review all the plans for what you need personally, for your personal situation, and they'll find you the best options for you and what you need. Again, so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all, the vision, the dental, the hearing coverages. Again, if you want them at all, they can cover all that. Whatever you want as far as premiums or deductibles or coverages or additional benefits alongside your monthly benefit, if you want those benefits at all, things like that, okay, out-of-pocket deductibles, all of the details like this. It's so important to get an annual review of your plan. These plans change every single year. That's the thing. Just going into the next year locked in without knowing if your situation has changed or your plan has changed. These plans change so much every single year. We need to make sure that we're still adequately covered. And again, this free resource right there, that team of advisors will do that completely for free for you. Give them a call after you talk to them. Leave me a comment down below and use the word chapter within your comment. And I'd love to feature you in an upcoming video and give you a shout out, just like Mary and Charles here in this video. Again, thank you so much to the both of you for reaching out. I've been giving a lot of shout outs over the last several months here. Otherwise, I look forward to hearing from you. Otherwise, please subscribe down below. If you're new here, totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Feel free to like the video. Like button right down below. Thumbs up button. Otherwise, share that phone number with your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your social media, anybody you know on Medicare or turning 65. Please share that phone number. Let's help some people out right now during annual enrollment. The window's going to slam shut here in a few weeks, and then we're locked in, okay? So anyway, so incredibly important to get that review totally free. Otherwise, have a nice day. Check out the other 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library, and I'll catch you again later in the next